We made it to the Friday stream, everybody. It is Daily Bread with Sosa and Rex. You know who it's powered by. PickCity.com. Make sure to check them out at Pick City. Like we alluded to, full football will be here tomorrow. We had a pretty nice Thursday night football game last night. But if you're in your last hour of work, just around that work break, here's your Friday half hour time to get yourself through the rest of it. What is up, who you? And as usual, we're live on Daily Bread Media Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So make sure to hop over to the YouTube if you want to get your comments featured, your best bets of the day. We're going to basically be focusing in the NBA for majority of the show. And then maybe we'll tap into college football a little bit at the end, but the two matchups that are on the board tonight aren't that great. But Sosa, how you doing today on this lovely Friday?
Oh man, you already know I can't complain. Shout out to those Packers. They won last night. Covered that 6.5. Kyler Murray threw that pick. And he threw another one just in case. Just in case we didn't cash out on the first one, But I'm a happy man. Thank you, Spliff. It's a very nice hat, huh? I like it too, man. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you.
Yes, sir. We just got the YouTube link tweeted out, and Sosa, we got a nice little announcement, maybe potentially coming on Monday, because Monday will be, I guess, a centennial episode. Because today's Daily Bread is number 99. We launched on June 22nd. Was the first episode of the Daily Bread. We made it 3 months, 99 episodes later, and we're happy with all of you guys. If you just started rocking with us today, or if you're back there for our day ones, we know who the day ones are out there. That's basically all we want to say is make sure you tune in to Monday's episode. Might be a nice little special giveaway, a little something spicy. You never know. At Sosa and Rex, we always come up with something good for our people.
Always, man. We make sure that like you just said, we take care of ours. Yeah, I just posted some photos. I just got some edibles in, man. Looks like it's going to be a fun weekend.
Yes, sir. So let's get into the slate. It's Friday afternoon. Nobody's working at this point anymore. It's time to get that weekend bankroll started a day early.
Yes, sir. What's the first game we're looking into today that y'all want to get into? That you want to
for the NBA?
Yeah.
What's the spiciest matchup we got on here? Here we go. The Kings going to the Pelicans. The matchup where the Kings are a 1.5 favorite, which not preseason you would think is pretty wild, but most improved player of the year called by Sosa, Harrison Barnes, is bringing this team. Do we finally see some life from the Pelicans like we saw against the Hawks the other day? Or are the Kings coming in here? Because I know you love backing Luke Walton teams.
No. Bro, the Pelicans have actually been good the last 2 games. They weren't just good the other night. They were good 2 games in a row. For me personally, I have really not too many plays in this game, to be honest with you. It's one of those where you can't really trust either team, and you don't want to put yourself in a situation in which you don't you don't want to do that to yourself. But I definitely do like 2 things in the game. I like the first half over in this particular matchup, and that number is at let me get the first half number. That's at 112.5 at minus 106. The Sacramento Kings, New Orleans Pelicans, first half over 112.5 at minus 106. It's my first play of the game of the day. Any thoughts?
No, with the points here, Ingram's just been getting buckets left and right, so he's going to be your main guy. Looking forward to him, the Pelicans, to see he's cooking. And then this whole King squad, they got sneaky depth, I guess is the best way to put it. It's just a matter of time until the wheels fall off like it does every season for the Kings.
Damn. It's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. I
And
put my faith in Luke Walton being too good of a coach for too long, and I just think it really doesn't matter if you're in the Kings franchise in any sort of way. It usually doesn't end up well unless your name's Mike Bibby or Chris Webber, but still, not much that they ever did. Truly,
very good. That's a very good point, man. You ain't lying. Yeah, those are all valid points that you just made. Super valid points. So I can't even be upset at that.
no, all the money's on Sacramento as well, which just doesn't sit well with me. I don't want to put my money behind this Pelicans team, but if I had to pick a side here, I would be rocking with the Pels.
If you had to, and good thing we're not.
No, thank you for wanting to do that.
I want no parts of that, though. Like, no, not at all. Like I said, there's props in this game that you guys can go after. I personally am not going crazy with the props for it, to be totally honest with you.
How about another game that I know you'll be extremely confident on, because both of these teams, you just know what to expect night in and night out. The Cavs going to LA, 7.5 spread here. Another one where you just don't touch the spread. Easy enough. Unless you like something here, but man, they're a surging Cavs. No thank you of trying to get them in LA.
Like, where the fuck did they come from, bro? These motherfuckers just started hooping, playing with 3 7-footers in 2021, and they're beating good teams. Shit, crazy. It's crazy to me, bro. They've beaten 2 really good teams. Well, one's really good, right? The Hawks. Everybody thinks the Hawks are gonna be really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they beat Denver, and then they beat the Clippers.
Yep.
So it's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting stuff, man.
I've stayed away from LA spread so far this season, and we're going to see how long I can make it in this one because not really feeling that one. If I had to go anything, I think I'd probably lean to the Mobley rebounds. But like you said, with the 3 7-footers there, they kind of space it around, and
it's weird, man. It's just weird. Like
that's what happens when you got 3 guys who main things out there is to rebound. That right. You just have to spread the wealth.
Markkanen 7 foot, but he spaces the floor. Obviously, Mobley's got a bit of a jump shot. Allen's gotten better. You know, they're just nobody's slandering the Hawks, man. They win. They had won last night.
No.
Oh, okay. Fuck that team. Roddy's tripping, man. Come on, you guys stink, man. Blew the bag last night. I don't want to hear that shit. We're going to go to the Hornets versus Heat. LaMelo Ball over 5.5 assists at -112. I mean, he had his worst game as a starter ever in his career the other night. Well, that's what it felt like, at least, because he was just bad. So give me LaMelo Ball over 5.5 assists at -112. Easy cash.
Do we think this is a defensive matchup here tonight?
With the Hornets playing?
That's why we're going back. We're taking the over 222, -110, and the Hornets versus the Hawks. Or Hornets versus the Heat, sorry. Too many H's in there for me. It's exactly the reply I wanted to hear, is because the Hornets games, not that they've all been sailing over, but they'll get Miami to play up and down, and they'll be happy to do that. Miami should control the inside a little bit in this one just because the Hornets' big men are coming up, but Bam, he should probably eat a little bit tonight, and I think the seniority takes over. The -5 is a little, not trappy, but the dead number of basketball to be laying here, so I'd be taking the +5 if the Hornets, if I had to take a side here, even though I do believe Miami wins, but we're rocking with the total.
I'd be on the same boat. Yeah, only play, like I said, Melo Ball over 5.5 assists in that one. I will personally probably run back Kyle Lowry threes again just because y'all don't have to tail that. That's just what I'm doing. Orlando versus the Raptors. I'm going to take a ticket on Wendell Carter to get a double-double at +170. That's my play in that game. Not picking a side, not picking an over, not picking an under, not picking shit.
Going back to the well with the Wendell Cardinal
El
double
Cardinal,
came
double.
through. Was it 2 nights ago? A plus
Mhm.
155. What's the number on him to get it tonight?
170 plus 170.
Yeah, and that one. I mean, this Raptor side. I think our man Cam. I think his Twitter handle is Canadian Cam. Is just like until Siakam comes back, it might be the best just to stay off the Raptors spread wise, just because the team's just so variable with him not in it.
No, absolutely. I'm in full agreement.
The Nets
Cole Anthony.
hosting the Pacers.
Nets Pacers. I'm taking the Nets to win the game. The line being at 8.5 is kind of scary in some people's opinion, but Brogdon is not playing. He hurt his hamstring last night or 2 nights ago when he had 9 of that possible 12.5 rebounds and assists and completely fucked off the game. So I am going to go with the Brooklyn Nets to win tonight by more than 8.5 points. I have them in the spread minus 110. Brooklyn Nets tonight. They come out, they hit their shots. Pacers missing to me, Brogdon's their best player. Domantas Sabonis is good, but Brogdon's their best player.
So does that potentially? I mean, bro, this James Harden points each day, the listing where it's sitting at just keeps dropping and dropping. We're at 20.5. We're about to see, if he doesn't have a good night tonight, we could see a James Harden over 19.5 points when he's fully healthy. I mean, don't know when the last time we had that option ever.
It's clearly he's being picked on, which I kind of love to see. I usually don't like bullying. It's not cool. But the NBA is bullying this man into playing basketball that he's known how to play his whole life, and he'll be fine. It's just a little bit of an adjustment period. When you're programmed to playing a certain way that's been rewarded for years, and I mean that in the sense that the NBA has allowed James Harden to get away with this shit for years.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It got him a league MVP. It got him multiple scoring titles. I mean,
then just on the dime, it's like, nope, you can't do what you've done for the past 8 to 10 seasons.
And it's a particular way of like pointing it out on him, like making him the poster child of it. And he just kind of has to own it, bro. I mean, this guy's a great basketball player. We've seen him play ball, his whole fucking life. This shouldn't be some sort of like end of the world situation. He just got to readjust and recalibrate, bro. You've seen it with Trae Young. What's crazy is him and Trae Young are both averaging 4.3 less attempts per game. Both at the same number. Beal is third at 3.4.
So they're just not being as aggressive.
No, it's not that. They're trying the same bullshit. It just ain't working.
So they're getting less points or less attempts, were you saying?
Less 3-point attempt, less free throw attempts.
Oh, free throw. I thought you were saying less attempts in general.
No, less free throws. They're all down. Both are down 4.3, and if he shows a mistake, see now that I can't actually agree with, bro, because you've actually watched this guy not
roll out of bed and get you 20 in his sleep.
Yeah, you also see him not really like playing the game regularly. Like this motherfucker will hit you with a pump fake, take 2 dribbles, and then he'll have an open lane but stop because you're behind him and he's looking for the foul. It's just again, it's like it's in here, bro. It's like innate like muscle memory that he's got to recalibrate. That's what the problem is with James Harden. That's the problem with Trae Young. It can't just happen overnight. You think about this. This guy was rewarded by the NBA for playing like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like he was rewarded for this. It's going to take some time to readjust. It's just natural. So anyone worried about James Harden, he'll be fucking fine. It also shows you how important Kyrie is, because Kyrie don't got to go chasing fouls. He's just a bucket. That's a different conversation for another day.
So has the point total bottomed out enough yet for us to take it, or do we have to see one game from him first before we go? Because the 20.5 is the most tempting number I've had on Harden this whole season.
Yeah, I think part of it too is aggression. He hasn't been aggressive.
And who's going to be matched up with him on the other side here? Duarte, potentially Holiday. That's where I'm just saying I like his matchup a little too much tonight.
At over 20.5, are we taking the ticket at minus 118, or
Yeah.
do we just go for the 25 plus at plus 195?
We do both. We ain't scared.
Fuck it. That's
Because the 20.5 will hit, and then 20.5 is just, oh, don't be bringing some Duquesne truth into it here.
Fucking hate that guy, man. McConnell stinks. Now, not even going to argue this with anybody. TJ McConnell is a folk
Only
hero.
projected for 8 less points than Harden tonight, according to the books.
Shout out to the homie D-Rock, too.
Yep, so 20.5
Killer
minus 150 or minus 118 official, 25.5 plus 190.
Yes, sir. Someone said, are we on the Astros? Bro, I'm not betting baseball no more. That season's ended. Don't even ask. Do I have baseball? Come on, bro.
If McConnell's starting tonight, then I really like Harden to cook.
For sure. Do we like the Astros? I don't know. Bridges over 19.5 points at minus 106. One of these games is going to be a return to the mean. I think tonight might be it. That Miami team has multiple players that can match up with him as far as like just his body type. They have a bunch of bodies they can run at him. First 5 under in the baseball game. The weather is shit today in Atlanta. Oh, interesting. Dodgers heartbreak. No heartbreak. I'm defending champ, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, someone was just saying that Bam is questionable for tonight now. The Fantasy Labs update came out.
My boy Ski want to get in the comments and talk shit. He said if the Dodgers were playing, he would still be betting. You're right. You're right. Shout out to Ski, though. Make sure you guys are following Ski the Great. You can get him on Twitter at Broad Street Wolf. He does all the logos, anything graphic design wise. He's the guy. Make sure you guys are following him. Broad Street Wolf on Twitter.
We got one question in here from a game that we hit on, and then we'll wrap up with the last two that we haven't touched on. The Raptors Magic under. Sure, if you want. No real confidence there from either of us. So the two night games that we haven't gotten into, the Mavs going to the Nuggets here. Mavs off a back-to-back. Barely pulled that one out against the Spurs last night. Going to Denver might be a good spot to lay it with the Nuggets, but 7.5.
First half. Nuggets first half is to play. I'm going to call right now. If they don't come out tonight and play well on their home court, bruh.
Is Jokic going?
Man, I don't even care if he goes or not.
Because the first half, bro, you're getting a -1 at minus 110. You're getting a pick'em line at home on a back-to-back.
Give me Denver at the crib back-to-back to win the first half. It's pretty much a fucking money line bet at even money. I'll take it. No question.
Yeah, if we're talking about two streaky teams, you want to talk about two of them that are playing each other tonight with the Blazers and the Clippers?
Yeah, I'm looking for
before we go over there, I mean, everyone's been saying MPJ's got to show up.
Yo, listen, I'm going to speak on that MPJ situation. I don't think people really know what's going on with MPJ, so let me just give you guys a quick little understanding. MPJ's not vaccinated. So pretty much he's like quarantined from the entire team all the time. He don't stay in the same area of a fucking locker room. It's causing some issues with the Denver organization. That is what's going on in Denver. If you didn't already know, that's the situation. He's not vaccinated. So they're treating him like a fucking outcast, like he's an alien, like he's a diseased specimen. And it's affecting what's going on with him. So before you guys jump out the fucking window and say how he's not playing well, there's more to it. All right? Don't just murder the kid because he had some bad games. He's dealing with a lot of other shit because he wants to make a decision, and that's fine. It's his decision. People who want to push a vaccine on someone, listen, keep that shit for yourself. All right? This is the United States. I'm not originally from this country. I came here for a reason. You know what I mean? to be able to get what's allotted to me in the Constitution as a human being. If you don't want to get a fucking vaccine, you don't have to get the fucking vaccine. And nobody should tell you that you should get it. If you're a fucking able-bodied person with a fucking brain and you want to make that decision, I don't give a fuck what anybody on the internet tells me. I don't give a fuck how anyone on the internet feels. That's just fucked up, though, what's going on with him. And I say all that to say I am vaccinated, but again, it's a personal choice. I don't get that's it. I'm not here to tell anyone what's right or wrong. So I'm 100% with Kyrie. I'm 100% with MPJ. But before you dickheads start saying, "Oh, he's not playing well," think about what's really going on with this kid. Because he's only 22 years old. He's not some old head. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Don't.
Oh man, Cam got here right before he missed his shout out we gave him. Cam, roll back.
Yeah,
like
bro.
10 or 15.
Shouted you out, man. I done had to made me prove to the world yesterday that I wasn't fucking bald. Like fucking Canadians, man. Jesus. They show up late and
Yeah, it was during the Raptors Magic segment. So just to give you a little clue of where to look for.
So, but yeah, man, enough. Like I said, the MPJ
That's
situation,
basically the full NBA slate there. And it just is there any game we didn't hit on? No, we hit them all.
I think we hit on everything. I'm also going to tell y'all right now. I put my money where my mouth is. I'm taking the Cavs with the points. I do not give a fuck. Cavs are doing what they're doing.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm fading the Lakers. I don't give a fuck if LeBron's. As a matter of fact, if LeBron's playing, what was the rule last year in the NBA? When a star comes back to the lineup, you fade him. That is what you're supposed to do tonight. You're supposed to fade the Lakers. You take the Clippers with the points. The Cavs with the points. The mere fact that this team is an underdog by 7.5 points after their last 2 wins is so disrespectful. And the thing is Bickerstaff's going to be able to sell that to his players all year. They don't respect you. They don't respect you because they don't. And they're not going to. They're going to continuously disrespect this team until they feel like until they finally win. That's just Cleveland sports teams, though. Like, we don't actually think the Browns are good until they just win and win and win. Like last year, you didn't say they were good until they'd won like 10 games. You're like, okay, all right, maybe they're all right. Yeah, maybe they're good. You know, and that's football. So just imagine how many games the basketball team has to win for you to respect them. You know?
Yes, sir.
So, other than that, yeah, I can't really see anything that I'm harping on. Make sure you guys get the deal in the Diamond Club for the weekend. We're going crazy in that bitch. You guys like the Dallas-Denver under. I'm not picking a full game under or anything of that sort. I just got Denver first half.
Dallas, all of Dallas's games have gone under this season. I was on their over last night, and that was my L from the show. Always own that. But I was watching that game, and Dallas is kid hasn't played nice defense right now. Teams just really aren't breaking out, and Luka's controlling the pace, and they're moving a little fast. But like when you're still relying on Tim Hardaway Jr. to be one of your main scorers and Kristaps, your games might tend to go under a little bit when Doncic is only putting up what do you have like 25, 6 and 6 last night.
Only.
So if he's not getting you 30 plus, those games are looking tough to go over if Kristaps and Hardaway Jr. are only putting up 15.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because pace of play is something that people don't really realize with Luka Doncic. Like when Luka is a perfect half-court basketball player. He's a perfect half-court basketball player. I'll easily say that. He knows how to do every single thing you can ask from a point guard in a half-court. Okay? But Carlisle wanted to run all game for the majority. That's what Carlisle was doing. J. Kidd is not acting like it's preseason. J. Kidd is treating Luka Doncic like he's J. Kidd. He's letting them play half-court basketball, and it's looking good. I'm just saying, like I'm impressed by it because I think Luka understands what Kidd's trying to do will preserve him.
And how do you win in the playoffs too? It's not the up and down game. So that's where the Mavs are building for the long plan. Kidd is smart there. I just think he needs a little bit more of the better pieces around Luka to really make it work. But yeah, last night was the pace of play really just showed going with their totals. You have to go under, but
there's no reason for you to get into track meets with more athletic teams. Your best player is not a high wire athlete. So why the fuck would you run for 40 minutes? Think about that. I mean, I know people are basketball fans or bettors, but just think about that from a strategic standpoint. Your best player is not Russell Westbrook. I don't even know who to fucking compare Luka Doncic to.
You can't.
Because I think like my neighbor, bro, the dude's just, I don't know, man. Luka's just a different breed, bro. He can show up and give you 50 and do it walking. It's weird. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't have anything else for tonight. Hopefully we get a Mike Malone. Can you fucking play Bones Highland? Why the fuck is Campazzo and Austin Rivers playing over this kid? What the fuck are you guys doing in Denver? It don't make no fucking sense, bro.
Malone just hates the rookies, man.
That shit is so stupid. Like, do you guys watch Campazzo play? Like, bro, he fucking sucks. Okay, that's fair, Cam. Yeah, but I don't care that he's a rookie. I think that he's ready, bro. Coaches be holding back the progression of the whole fucking franchise. There's nothing you've seen from
just to
Bones
play Campazzo instead. Who gives you nothing?
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like Campazzo and Austin Rivers. Like, bro, Austin Rivers didn't even have a fucking job 7 months ago. He was unemployed. But at least that's not true, though. Obi Toppin played last year. John. Obi Toppin played last year, and he's getting a lot of minutes this year. Quickly played last year, and he's getting a lot of minutes this year.
It just has to be that weird hitch in Bones' shot. The Campazzo doesn't have a clean shot either. That's like the biggest thing in Bones' game that people don't like is because the shot doesn't look smooth. It doesn't matter if it looks smooth if it goes in.
Taze, you know I'm just fucking with you, dog. I know what Thibodeau be doing. Thibodeau played the same niggas for 50 minutes, bro. Like, we know what he do. Come on.
So
now.
Other than probably a Denver podcast, Daily Bread is Bones' biggest stan, supporter, stream,
shout out to
anything out there.
D-Rock said, reminds me of Stan Van Gundy when he was in Detroit, put the rookies right in the doghouse. Yep, well, that's true. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what other thing is what else I got in regards to this. Yeah, start Bones Highland. Or not start him, but play him. Can you get some fucking NBA minutes, please?
Yes, 7.
The franchise back. Alfred Payton does stink. Alfred Payton, though, he plays for somebody good now. He played for the Suns. He's on the Suns now. Chris Paul's back up. So
that's gonna do us for today. But
also, no, hold on, real quick. Also, Taze with Quickly. If you actually watched him, Quickly put on about 20 pounds during the season last year. Quickly has and he was in the weight room all season. I think he really is one of them guys that needed to get physically stronger. And I think the Knicks just held it back a little bit because he's got all the basketball skills and drills. He got it. He's a prototypical 6-man nuclear scorer if he really develops. But Quickly is going to be nice. Facts. I think he's.
Where did Quickly go? Why is he going to be nice?
I just want to also say real quick that Tyrese Maxey did not get crossed up. The fucking big man tripped him. So anybody who's taking that.
Wait, where did Maxey and Quickly go to college, and why are they going to be so good? Who are they coached by?
Some Italian guy, some Italian dude. We know.
Can't wait to see my man Calipari. In 2 weeks, I'll be at the championship classic to see him play K. I'm hyped to see that. But yeah, Coach K always buying Kentucky guys in the first round. They always pan out well in the long run.
Lou Will, and you can honestly tell. Yeah, bro, Lou Will. He's the real microwave, man. You talk about a bucket. I'm glad we got to see him in Philly for a couple years, man. He was anytime
him straight out of high school.
Anytime Allen Iverson's your vet, like it's bro, I can only imagine the stories that he has as a player with Allen.
People forget Lou Will was in Philly for what, 6 to 8 seasons? Was it 8 seasons?
6 years, I believe. 6 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're kind of just like talking now, just kind of just conversing. But again, man,
Friday afternoon chill stream. We got paid for play tomorrow morning. for your college football
10:30
action.
a.m. 10:30 a.m. Make sure you guys are locked in. Big college football locks. The show's been going crazy.
The best slate we've had in a long time, too, tomorrow.
Yeah, the games last couple of weeks have been ass. So, we're locked in. Big NFL weekend. Went crazy last week. It's gonna go crazy again this week.
People know about Sunday morning quarterback. If you're new,
Shout out
hop
to
over to
Screech
there. That's
in
the
the
most
Diamond Club.
fire.
Screech just popped up in the on the Twitter video. You know what's up, man. We out here cashing big tickets. You dig? If you want to be a part of something great, join the Diamond Club. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, all that good shit. You got anything else for the people today, Rex?
Nope. Just got to keep hitting in paid for play tomorrow
No MLS,
morning.
no MLS, no hockey.
Man, the Flyers 4-1-1. We're hot, baby. Don't let us get hot.
Why'd I even say that? All right, y'all.
We beat the undefeated Oilers. Then we took out the Canucks last night. Got me staying up late watching hockey. We love it.
Yeah. Word.
Bro, the Sixers won last night. The Flyers won last night. It was a great night.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the Sixers handle business, and those wings at the Cadillac Grill were fire. No, literally, they were spicy as fuck.
Got
like
you
no
sweating.
bullshit, bro. What? That was one of the funny because they brought them out and bro, like them shits were like nuclear hot. I don't know if it was the combination of that with the wheat. I don't know what it was, bro, but them joints were super hot. But yeah, that's it, man. Daily Bread, another great week in the books.
Big episode on Monday.
Make
sure
sure
you're all
tuning
tuning in for that one.
100th episode Monday. Our 100th episode Monday. Yeah.
Who was that dude who looked like he was? What the? That's just random as hell, Roddy.
The video I put up, man, don't worry, dog. That's a little, you know what I'm saying? That's an old Philadelphia gangster, you know what I'm saying? He just show up everywhere in a tuxedo with real expensive jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You got to be homies with people like that. It's just one of my dogs.
That's his uncle.
I'm not white, so that's impossible.
Until tomorrow, where you'll probably see me and Sosa. You'll definitely see us Sunday and almost every day on the internet. We appreciate all of you guys. Friday cash is ready for you. Your weekend bankroll is just waiting. Roll back if you missed anything. Give us the like. We're out.